season. All comes down to this. The championship game featuring the top seed that was expected to be here against a much lower seed that's had to scrape and claw through 3 rounds of playoffs. But all that matters now, 4 quarters of football, immortality, and the ultimate prize in the sport, that national championship trophy. Laissez le bon temps rouler. We are ready to let the good times roll in New Orleans tonight, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. Going to hand this off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Orange. They draw first blood in this national title game. National championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. Handoff to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Raiola. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Fighting them off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Grab down the middle. It's Tees. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
First down and 10 now. And there's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Raiola. Short throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's wide open. Look out.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Riley. Touchdown for Nebraska as they answer with their first score of this title game.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. He'll hand it off. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The game makes it second and medium. Scanning the field. It's Hart. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Syracuse.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Bell. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the...
He's in the clear. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The pass rush closing in. Sure he is. It's Ives. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And it's Syracuse on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down. Get him the ball.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Back to throw again. The receiver grabs it. Headed for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could...
Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, they scoop it up and make something happen here. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 13. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Lets it go quickly. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the option. And now the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hart. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Orange.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Back to throw. It's Raiola. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it with room to move. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
On the ground, it's Ives. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Broken tackle still going. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
UAT is good, but they still trail by a point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's starting out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. To the air. It's Hart. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. You see you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
And now from the pistol formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
pre-snap movement. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Oh, what a grab! And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking for a man. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Williams. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Looking for 6. And he's got it! Touchdown, Syracuse!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, his quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. And he makes something happen. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. It's Tease. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Back to pass. It's Raiola. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Strong effort on the catch, but couldn't get a foot down. And bring up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. A good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get the 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. I know you go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Quick pass. The catch is made.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? To the air. It's Hart. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. It's 3rd down after that run. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The Cornhuskers will bring their punt team onto the field. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team able to bring him down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time?
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
To throw, it's Hart. Grab near the sticks. It's Russell. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the handoff. It's Willis. Makes an open space. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back's got it on a counter. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit with swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now they're running on the toss. Quick spin on the run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and the receiver just seemed to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Huskers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense now operating in empty. Looks like QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. Syracuse on top right now. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
What a move, and he's free. Here he goes. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
QB decides to keep it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch. Did a nice job of being able to have assignment football. Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. Off target that time. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
The completion makes it second and short. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Hunter. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver makes the catch. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Cornhuskers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
Field goal here doesn't help the cause. We're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Pounding away with the run game. Could take it all the way. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. QB keeper all the way. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Hand it off for a draw. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion.
it.